All right, listen up.
I am ready to be back on the air.
Welcome to the show. Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Everybody go back to work.
It's Tuesday.
Beautiful. Now, can we all please get back to work?
Hey, let's talk. More work.
Would you like some more coffee?
I don't want to cause a stampede or a revolt, but we don't have any coffee.
I am addicted to caffeine.
Got a coffee problem.
I don't know what it is caffeine does for you, but I'm pretty sure that without it, your head caves in.
The old Java Jive.
This is the beginning of the show. It's the fun time. We're ready to go.
They just want a good show. That's all they want.
Showtime.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. The Ghostbusters reboot arrived in theaters as neither a massive success nor the bomb some had predicted. The film opened with an estimated $46 million in North American theaters, second to the holdover hit The Secret Life of Pets. Pets stayed on top with $50 million in its second week. It will likely be knocked down a notch this coming weekend by the latest Ice Age movie or Star Trek Beyond. Yesterday marked the 30th anniversary of the film Aliens, arguably the best sequel ever. For Carrie Henn, who played the little girl Newt, Aliens was her only acting role. She later became a teacher. Netflix has given a 20-episode order to Disjointed, a comedy set at a pot dispensary. The sitcom will star Kathy Bates as a lifelong advocate for marijuana legalization, who's finally living her dream as the owner of a Los Angeles area cannabis dispensary. Joining her are 3 bud tenders, her 20-something son, and a deeply troubled security guard. All of them are more or less constantly high. You know, the news gets pretty depressing these days. There should be a way to block all that stuff out when you go online.
These days, we're bombarded by a steady stream of news stories that all have one thing in common. They're depressing. Economic turmoil, civil unrest, political scandal. At times, you actually dread launching your internet browser. Until now. Introducing Google Delusion, the add-on for your web browser that keeps the good news and tosses the bad, leaving your web browsing experience filled with cute baby videos, pictures of half-asleep puppies, and hilarious segue fails. Is your news feed full of partisan politics and hashtags about which lives matter? With Google Delusion, make it a stress-free paradise of kittens that say, "I don't do Mondays," and quotes from the most interesting man in the world, guaranteed to tickle your funny bone. You can also customize Google Delusion to omit depressing stories with words like debt, Syria, CrossFit, and Nickelback. It's easy and it's free. And when you're ready, upgrade to Google Sheltered so you and your family never have to read about war, poverty, or the homeless again. Google Delusion, taking you back to the days when you'd never heard the words Kim Kardashian. See what we did there?
Antonio Sabato Jr., Scott Baio, and the boss of the UFC will all speak at the Republican National Convention this week. Wow, this is shaping up to be the best cast of Celebrity Apprentice ever. Jenny McCarthy and Tara Reid got into an argument during McCarthy's radio show. The winner was 1996. More Pokemon Go players have been in the news. 3 players in San Diego stumbled across a dead body in a park. Wondering if you get extra points for that. The guy is going to be okay, but in California, a man playing Pokemon Go was stabbed. The man said it was terrifying. My lack of a life flashed before my eyes. Some people were surprised that Donald Trump chose Mike Pence as his running mate. Sarah Palin is reportedly angry that she wasn't even considered. Hey, Trump's a loudmouth egomaniac, but not a crazy loudmouth egomaniac. Donald Trump's childhood home is on the market for $1.65 million. Yeah, that's where he learned to relate to average, everyday Americans. NBA player Jeff Teague makes $8 million a year, but revealed that he lives in his parents' basement. I can hear it now. I don't care if the game did go into overtime. In this house, we have a curfew, young man. Mick Jagger, at the age of 72, is going to become a father for the 8th time. He already has several grandchildren and a great-grandchild. How is this man's life not a cable reality show? Time for Nobody Gives a F***. Seems like we've been hearing about this forever, but Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin have finally officially divorced. In the settlement, he retains custody of the insufferable whininess, while she gets to keep the unfathomable pretentiousness. Hey, jerks, nobody gives a Aaron Carter has been accused of refusing to pay an intern the $50,000 he was owed. The most shocking part of this story, Aaron Carter has an intern. Hey, moron, nobody gives a And Cameron Diaz says her husband, Good Charlotte guitarist Benji Madden, makes her proud every day. So, evidently, she still hasn't heard any of his music. Hey, Diaz, nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out The Being Frank Show, starring Frank D'Angelo. Live Tuesdays and Thursdays right here on NSS.